more than it's used to handling. So that's gonna allow you to build more strength and build a lot more muscle. Hey man, Gary Walker here, and welcome back for another video. All right, in this video, I'm gonna tell you how to get stronger if you're a man over 50. All right, so I'm gonna give you an upper body strength workout for men over 50. Here's the thing with this video though, I'm gonna show you some exercises that are more gym-based. All right, so there's a lot of you guys that still utilize the gym, which I love gym-based workouts, so I'm gonna give you some exercises you can do there. I'm also gonna share one of my all-time favorite tricep exercises at the end of this video. So I'm gonna give you a tremendous tricep exercise for you guys that are trying to get stronger bench presses, shoulder presses, because again, it's not just about having a stronger chest and shoulders. When you're doing those pressing movements, you wanna have really strong triceps as well. All right, so with that said, the very first exercise we're gonna do is a lat pull down exercise. I really like lat pull downs. It's very similar to a pull-up. However, very few men over 50 can do pull-ups. And of the ones that can do pull-ups, I've seen a lot of people doing them incorrectly. So if you're doing a pull-up incorrectly, it can lead to a lot of injuries as far as joint injuries with your shoulders and your elbows. And you don't really get a good overall back stimulus. So I actually prefer lat pull-downs for older men. All right, now with the lat pull downs, one thing I'm also gonna recommend is you use a close grip and more of a neutral grip. So what that does, most people will do a wide grip, and once again, a wide grip can actually put a lot of stress and strain on your shoulders, especially if you lack shoulder mobility or you've had previous shoulder injuries. So by rotating this humerus, you're gonna create more space in your shoulder joints, so you're not gonna have near as much irritation there. All right, so here's the key to doing this exercise. The key to doing this is retracting your shoulder blades first. So I'm in a fully stretched position, now I'm retracting. From there, we want to bring the weights down and focus on leading with your elbows. Elbows, 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 right to your sides. 1001, 1002, 2-second contraction. Bring it up nice and slow. Full stretch, all right? Full stretch here, and then again, retract, pull. 1001, 1002. Bring it up nice and slow. So that's how I like this movement to look. A couple different movements here. Again, the first is a retraction, but once you get the hang of doing this correctly, then you'll notice it's just one continuous movement. You're not having to do a retraction, then pull. It's gonna be all simultaneous. All right, let me show you a couple more here. 1001, 1002, nice, slow, and under control. All right, so the key to this exercise and all the others I'm gonna show you, which is why I'm considering this a strength-based workout. To build strength, you have to lift gradually heavier weight. That's progressive overload. For instance, 45s on each side here. If I did this same movement for the same reps with the same weight for the next 6 weeks, I'm not gonna get stronger. So you wanna do this and then gradually add 5s to each side and then 10s to each side. So you gotta make sure you are progressively overloading. You are increasing your strength by adding more weight to each of these exercises. If you do that, you're gonna get stronger, all right? Second exercise, one of my favorites for your chest. Most gyms have a version of this, but it's a plate-loaded bench press. Mine is more horizontal. You'll see a lot of these where you're sitting up straight, talking about like a hammer strength equipment or something like that, where you actually load plates onto the arms. So again, mine is a horizontal bench. You'll see the weights just get loaded each side. Each side works independently, which is another reason I like all the plate loaded stuff. And when I'm saying plate loaded, I'm talking about this and not the pin selected machines. Those are the ones where you just put a pin in the weights. All right, those are fine if that's all you have access to, but if you have access to one of these, I'm always gonna recommend this over one of those. The other cool feature with most of these plate-loaded chest press machines is they converge. Meaning the handles start out wide and they gradually get closer at the top of the movement. And that's how our chest is designed to work. Stretched here, and a lot of people think to work the chest, all you do is push straight out. Well, that's not how you maximally contract your chest. You want to start wide, and as you're pushing up, you push up and in. That's going to lead to a greater contraction. It's going to create the shortest position for your chest at the top, which is the greatest peak contraction. Let me show you what these look like, and then show you the cadence that I like to use. Again, with each repetition, I like to hold each shortened contraction for 2 seconds. All right, so you'll see this converge here in a minute. Nice full stretch. Up and in, 1001, 1002. Control the movement about 3 seconds down. I like to pause for 1 here. Straight back up, 1001, 1002. 1001, 2, 3 second, 1 second pause. Explode back up. 3 seconds all the way down, 1 second pause. Explode back up, 1001, 1002. All right, so that's the cadence I like to use, especially when I'm working chest. And this is gonna be my recommended chest exercise. Phenomenal exercise here, and you can tell the cool thing about this, again, going back to the progressive overload, you don't need a spotter. All right, because again, their goal is strength improvements. And with more strength comes more muscle size. All right, and when you're using compound heavy movements like this, as an older man, you're also gonna get increased testosterone levels, your growth hormone levels are gonna rise, so it's gonna create a lot of benefits for you as an older man. All right, now we're moving on to the cable row. So yes, we work the lat pull down. That's gonna work the back from a vertical position, but I also like working the back from a horizontal position. All right, so with this, there's a couple different things you can do. You can actually work your back, you can work your lats, you can work your rhomboids, you can work a lot of different types of, lots of different areas of your back based on your hand position. So one thing you can do when you're doing a cable row is rotate those elbows in, keep them as close to your body as possible. This movement right here. Again, you're still gonna control the movement. So I like to do that. You can also do a reverse grip. Okay, again, the reverse grip is gonna help you keep those elbows in, just like that, and a wide. So if you're doing, for instance, 4 sets of cable rows, choose 2 to where you're pulling back with your elbows close, and then 2 more to where your elbows are flared and out wide. So that's gonna allow you to really work every bit of your back. So again, now we're using the wide grip and we're pulling back, just like this. It's gonna help us hit all areas of our back, especially when we combine this with the lat pull downs. So again, nice full stretch. Retract the shoulder blades like we did with the last back exercise. Pull back, 1001, 1002. Right there, retract, pull, make it one continuous movement. I'm gonna show you a couple more. All right, so that is the 3rd upper body exercise. All right, so now that we've done the rows, now we're gonna get to the exercise, I promise you, the tricep exercise that I love so much. This is one of those that allows you to really overload the triceps, especially with an eccentric contraction. So eccentrically meaning, we're gonna do a skull crusher. This is an eccentric loaded skull crusher. All right, here's the thing. This is gonna be what I call a Titan set. So there's a 5-second lowering phase. 5 seconds of eccentric loading. Eccentric is when you're stretching a muscle group or a muscle. All right, so with this, we're gonna do a skull crusher. As we lower the weight, it's considered a negative portion of the lift, which is an eccentric contraction. We're stretching, this tricep is stretching. As we raise the weight, it shortens the tricep. All right, so we're gonna lower the weight with a 5-second cadence. Here's what this allows you to do. Since this is eccentric loading, you wanna go heavier than you can typically go on a standard skull crusher. So we're gonna get a heavy weight, control it on the way down, Bring our elbows forward and then press it back up. Again, the key is the eccentric loading. Muscle can be built better with the negative portion of the lift than it can with the concentric or shortening portion of the lift. So that's what the key here is, to really focus on that. Let me grab a couple dumbbells and show you what this looks like. It'll make a little bit more sense to you when you see it. All right, so on the eccentric portion, it's lowering the dumbbells under 5 seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. I don't want you to press that weight up because you're not gonna be able to do very many repetitions that way. So again, we're gonna 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, shift the elbows forward and then press it up that way. 1001, 1002, 1003, 4, 5, elbows forward, press it up. Show you a couple more of these. 5, and then one more. And then press. All right, so you can gain a ton of strength. You can gain a ton of size by doing the eccentric loading lifts. Here's the thing with this Titan set. Basically, you're gonna be stronger in the lowering position, in the stretching position than you are the shortening position. That's the same with most all exercises, similar to a bench press. You can hold more weight and control it on the way down, but you may not necessarily be able to push that weight up. If we put 300 pounds on the bar, you may not be able to push it up, but more than likely you can gradually lower the 300 pounds. So what we're doing is we're really stimulating the triceps with an increased overload stimulus, more than it's used to handling. So that's gonna allow you to build more strength and build a lot more muscle. So again, when you get stronger triceps, guess what else gets stronger? Your bench press numbers go up. Overhead press numbers go up. Because when it comes to improving those lifts, there's a lot more muscle involved than just the primary muscle that you're targeting. So this secondary muscle, by improving the strength there and the size there, you're gonna get stronger all across the board. So those are the exercises I want you to do if you wanna get stronger, all right? With that said, thank you so much for watching this video, and leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think of these exercises. Other than that, that's all that I got. Get busy, get after it, and God bless.